So we're back again to Mafia Unveiled, the John and Gene Show. And today we got a good segment for you. So we started, me and Gene had a little discussion, and we're going to talk about some of the issues of the mob world.
And that issue is the fact that Joey Merlino is a jerk off.
And I'm actually the one that's going to be talking up for Joey Merlino. And I'll tell you who the real jerk off is, and it ain't Joey. It's Joey's a gangster. Whether you like him or not, he's who he was. And I gave my opinion on him already. He did work himself. He's got a personality with him. And you know what? People don't like that he's on TV, including yourself or anybody else that says that, he's a rat and shouldn't be doing it. It's just the rest of the mob doesn't follow the rule yet. So why should he follow any of their rules? He does his own thing with his own crew and everything else he does. So listen, whether you like him or not, the guy was a street guy.
Yeah, so I'm going to go totally against that. So the thing with me is Joey Merlino, I think he lived off a name. I think his father was a gangster. I think he's a privileged gangster. He's from Philadelphia. There was like 7 guys in control of. He calls himself he was in a war. It was like a 300 shooter. I used to have that once a week. I mean, these are things that don't impress me at all. I'm not Gravano, honestly, he was the underboss of the Gambino family. He killed 19 people.
Hold on, I got
to think about it. Hold on. This guy, listen, come on. I mean, the guy was a gangster. Who are you going to pick, Joey Merlino or Cameron Gravano? This is a debate. It's not a debate.
Joey Merlino won't that.
I'm
Cameron Gravano's a clown.
Listen.
He shot one guy in his life.
Hold on.
He's a contractor.
All right.
Joe Biden. He fit the bill. He's hiding in Arizona. The guy you fuck around when he had a chance to do whatever.
Joey Merlino shot a guy with a machine gun. He couldn't even kill him. Figure that one out. Hold on. Who uses a machine gun? The guy don't die.
Yeah, but Joey Merlino is the difference between Joey is and Sammy is when Joey challenged when Nicky Scarpa was very strong. Okay, he was in prison and his son was out on the street. Joey went and did that hit, whether people say it was him or it wasn't him. And, my opinion was him, and he was cool about it. He liked The Godfather. He liked the scene with Sonny with Michael Corleone when he kills the chief of police and he kills I forget the other guy's name off the top of my head, and he flips the gun away. So he had the presence of mind, meaning he was under control. He wasn't nervous. He was, you might have had adrenaline running, but he was smart enough and joked around about it enough to flip that gun.
Right, but think about this. So I'll never forget this. When I was a kid, my grandpa used to work my dad used to work in the unions, right? He worked with Tommy Spinelli, right?
Right.
And he was best friends with Tommy Spinelli. I never forget, my dad comes home, he goes, man, guess what happened? He tells my mom. He goes, my friend's father went missing. He goes, nobody could find him. Later on we found out Sammy Gravano killed him and put him under a fucking stall. I was saying, this guy, whether he killed, I understand what you're saying, that, he didn't pull the triggers and everything. But think about all the money he did make in the 80s. He made millions.
He made money from Garofalo. It wasn't his, and he always held on to somebody's pants.
And then he killed him too.
He didn't kill himself. Anybody can do what he does. He invites somebody who looks like all those guys here. These guys are all super cool. And I tell one of them to go get the other guy, go get him a coffee. He walks back and shoots me on his head. Any fucking coward can do it.
But you still got to see the brains and the stuff going all over the place.
Brains.
You still got to see the brains. I mean, it's not that the brains still fly all over.
Here's the difference. Joey went out on the street. Joey was very close to his friends.
By the way, this is getting down. So whatever, anything you do, like talking.
Yeah.
It's not live. You edit it out. So let's bring up Joey Cage. The whole situation will go over the end. All right.
So here's the difference. Joey went out and did his own work. Joey did an armored car. Joey was good with his friends.
Right.
Joey fucked around. He was a regular guy. Played ball with his friends. This. You could say what you want there. I grew up there. I know all those guys. I was in jails with all those guys. I was friends with a lot of these guys. The active guys that still today, some of the guys who were killed, regardless if they became enemies or not. I know those.
Answer me this, to be honest. Did him and Gotti do something against all the rules and get away with it? They killed Paul Castellano. Think about it. They did something that nobody ever did.
Sammy tries to elevate himself in that. He wasn't around for that. I went through this already on another show about that. He has every made guy for the last 15, 20 years that I know. They never crack an egg. Right. And then they run around like they're gangsters. They're not gangsters. They're not killers. They're not shooters. They're not tough guys. They're nothing. They think if they got 7 or 8 guys and they jump one guy, that gives them balls. But when you catch them and you do them what you used to do them,
right.
You see what kind of guys they are. They never did no serious time. I don't even think they did any time, most of these guys.
Right. I can back your stuff up because my Aunt Connie and a lot of my family was growing you and they said you were brutal.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, but they also did say that about Gravano. I said this is bullshit. So it's like a hit and miss. I wasn't around and I know more about you because
But I know Adam's facts from John down the street.
I know anything about Joey Merlino. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And Joey Merlino, I had houses down in the Hawk, so I know all that whole crew up and down. I said I know them all, and I know he's real. I mean, guys who like him and don't dislike him is one thing. Well, there's a lot of guys I don't like, but I'm honest about them if they're tough guys. Joey, I always happen to say the same thing. Listen, he is what he is. The guys can hate on him all they want, but the guy's still out there, and the guy's done what he's done, and you can't take that away from him. The idiots that want to take that away, I tell anybody that says that about me, well, go get a fucking lawyer and go get all the paperwork about it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, so, it's stupid.
Guys, you heard it first. We're debating. It happens. But like I said, we are back to Johnny and Gene Show, and we'll be coming at you with a lot. You know us, we have no hair on our tongues. We say, we speak as it is. It's going to be me and him coming at you raw and live. And
yeah, I'll tell you one other thing. Sammy, go home and get your shoe shine box and fucking shoe shine Joey.
Hey, and Joey Merlino, go. All right, yeah, we'll call it off. But somebody in my bed, messing with my head. That's good,
you
show.
guys.